was wasting my time. I got myself up out the basement, faked it long enough to say I made it. I was patient, I put up a fight. I kept saying to myself, oh, the future is bright. I confronted everything that I was faced with, put it off another day. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite seem to open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. I took medication, went under the knife. I tried to straighten up, I even took your advice. I honestly and humbly engaged in slow and steady rehabilitation. I hesitated, what a surprise, and then I think it kinda took my eye off the prize, spending all the time I should've wasted. If I'm gonna throw it all away, I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite seem to open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. Come a long way just to leave all of this behind. Before you're gone, done, it only gets harder to decide. Before you're gone, why don't you try living your best life? You're only looking the other way, 'cause the future's still too bright. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite seem to open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but can't find anything to give me the motivation.
Right. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, somewhat manner T. Tuthill was possessed to become Skydude. Episode number 128, in which we find Skydude lamenting, wondering if he's even cut out for any of this stuff. Talking about basic fighter maneuvers and dogfighting. And despite having spent the entire weekend in classes dealing with dogfighting, I just don't seem to get it. So I've had some moments of where I'm like, oh, a moment of brilliance, and I killed something, and then I die, and then I die, and then I die, and then I kill myself more than them sometimes. So what I'm trying to do here is my dogfight practice under instant action in DCS world. Okay. So you're up against two A10s. So one of the things that is definitely helping, it's taking some time to get used to, but that is the, it's called, Open Track. It's a head tracker, right? And then you can download Head Tracker, the Head Tracker app from your phone, if you have an iPhone or other phone, I think, and use that as a camera. So if you don't have the money for Tobii Eye Tracker, and look, you can fine tune it, and I haven't gone in and fine tuned it, but I've got it to a point where it's working for me. So prior to loading this, I can't keep track of oh, now my
kilometers ahead are two A10s coming at you. Use your.
And I said right as I said I'm using this head tracker, it's freaking out, and I've got the wrong view now.
R60M.
So I'm not sure what happened.
Shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
It doesn't seem like it started over on one program. I had to do a reboot.
Fuel 1500.
Uh-oh. Okay. Seems like it might be working there. Yikes. Let's try this again. Whoa, rookie woes. So I spent all weekend watching videos on BFM, basic fighter maneuvers, right? And I learned about, well, I learned a lot of things, you know, like the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock line, and circling, and split S's, and one circle and two circle, and lag flying and direct flying, or leading and lagging, or following, and oh man, but it all goes right out the window, you know. And again, they're saying practice. Yes, I get it.
8 kilometers ahead are two A10s coming directly at
why is this thing
R60M and R73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
So whenever I restart it, and this is an entirely new problem that it's just started since I've started this live stream. This hasn't happened before. I've had to move things around really quickly though, getting set up. So as soon as I go in there, the head tracker is off or in the wrong position. So then if you mess with DCS at all, you know that
8 kilometers ahead are two A10s coming directly at you. Use your R60M and R73 missiles to shoot
that getting in and out of the program
to view a list
can
of
be
useful key commands.
Now this is all wrong now. What in the heck did I do? Something I've done in the last 15 minutes has caused the head tracker to go
Fuel 1500.
all over the place. I think I might have an idea. So I'm watching these graphic guides as well to try to get the best graphics out of it. And I went up here and I probably done something I shouldn't have done in here, which was set things to high, set them back to low, turn VSync back on. So give it a second here. Sorry, folks. The latest subscriber, I'm having a problem with that too. My stream elements, I created a stream elements with, you know, the latest subscriber and all that stuff at the bottom, and had it really nice and big and bold so everybody could see it. And stream elements, for some reason, the template that I was using, they blew it out. So I had to hurry up. I'm like, I don't know why my main overlay is not working. So I had to go out and quickly create one with just latest subscriber at the bottom of the screen there. So I watched the videos, the lessons on dogfighting over and over and over, and then I'd come over here and mess around and then watch the videos over and over again. And then come back in here. And some of it's starting to sink in. Some. But definitely not all. One of the problems I'm having is I'm just not managing power right. They're really constant. They constantly talk about energy. Losing energy and building up energy, and that has definitely been a problem. Me not managing my energy right. So turns bleeding off energy, climbs bleeding off energy. My dives have been too strong, too powerful, and losing control in dives, building up too much speed, can't pull out. Let's hope the head tracker is working fine now. Please work.
8 kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
So one circle, they're both basically going to be turning. Oh, now it's off. I wonder what, it was working so beautifully earlier. So part of my woes, man, getting things to work right and stay working right. I really don't know what I've changed in the last 15 minutes to cause the darn head tracker to now not want to behave properly. Now it's all over the place. If I even just slightly move my head, it's moving around. It's really twitchy. So, having multiple monitors is a real pain in the butt too. DCS does not like multiple monitors unless you're stretching everything out. Let's try that again. Please work. So when you first come at them, they're going to split, but they're both going to be kind of turning the same direction.
8 kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
What did I do different? What's going on?
Fuel 1500.
Lovely. Now it's lurching my head up really high when I'm just trying to turn my head sideways now. Oh wow. Well, this live stream is turning out just fine. Well, maybe if I change the INI. Try this one. Try to just change to a different profile. Hey, you're right. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you, Henny. How are you today? Off to a wonderful start as always on a Monday.
8 kilometers ahead are two.
Well, this one's not working at all.
Use your R60M and R73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select breathe.
So now the head tracker is not engaging at all. One moment. Try it again. That one's all over the place. Yeah, and I'm sorry about this weekend. The wife had some car problems that we had to work out, and a whole lot of other garbage this weekend. Seems like it's behaving now. That's kind of the action I was getting earlier. Although it's being very silly about that. Okay.
Briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
All right, so they're both gonna both gonna be
1500.
diving and doing their big circle. So instead of going the direction that they're turning, they call it like the one circle, right? Come on, you. On my head. And so I'm trying to do a circle, and I'm not trying to pull too hard.
MLWS failure. ECM failure.
And one got behind me. Right off the bat.
MLWS failure. ECM failure. Hydraulics failure. MLWS failure. ECM
Still not right.
failure. Hydraulics failure.
Gads. I'm going to restart DCS World one more time. My apologies. The woes, I tell you. The woes. Huh. You tried to set up something on YouTube and it didn't confirm. Let me blow up the text here. You tried doing a post on YouTube. So that I confirm something. If I do that, it still doesn't work. I don't know what you're trying to confirm. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes it'll ask you, like, for your account to open it up on your phone. And it does a confirmation that way sometimes. So sometimes I'll load it up and I'll load it up on my OBS or something. And it'll say, confirm with your phone that this is you. And so, I mean, anymore, man, they've got like a million ways to mess you up with like passwords and double verifications. And so it's really out of control sometimes, you know. And I really don't like that you have to confirm everything. I mean, they want to know everything about you, where you're at. Confirm this, confirm that. And do it with your phone, or do it with this, and do it with that, and they make it so cumbersome. All right, let's see if the head tracker's working right now. Come on, you were working beautifully earlier. Let's get it together. We got a show to do. Come on. You've got videos of your first solo landings far out. So you're you're not making a post like a text post. You're making a video post.
8 kilometers ahead are 2 A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
So it's been very difficult getting that guy at all.
1500.
Okay. Head tilt up. Come on, you. Okay, there's one down there. So this maneuver to, like, they said you don't want to go to the deck, but rolling over and getting your position downward, so you're building up some energy, and they're going to be coming down and trying to circle and get an advantage. And we're trying to close, I don't know. We're always trying to maneuver and do circles and try to stop them from getting into position. I don't see him at all now. But you, I've got plenty of energy now. This has been very difficult. There's one behind me. Okay, so diving again. Trying to build up some speed. This is what's been killing me, is been diving too hard. Okay, so there's one up there. They do say that being in the 6 o'clock position is the best position you can be in. Losing energy climbing.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Yeah, we're gonna lose control.
Minimum speed. Minimum
Let's
speed.
see if gravity will just do the work.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
So one of them is still behind us and getting into tight position. So we're going to try to deny him getting on our rear end by building up some energy, going down. Don't know where the other one's at. It's too sensitive. I've got to get the sensitivities worked out. So I was worried initially about giving up Now, see, I put myself in a dangerous position now. My dive is
Pull up.
too much.
Pull up.
My speed is too fast, and then I can't control it. So, energy management that way has been a big problem for me. Alright, let's see if we can tune the sensitivities on these and create dead zone or something. More dead zone. Dead zone. Do something. I don't know that they, I don't know that I have the time to let them run out of flares. And then I'm running out of fuel. And, yeah, I know it's definitely not a good idea to...
Ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Been learning about how to use that thing too, the gun sight.
Fuel 1500.
So normally when I turn this away, I've been having mixed results trying to get in on them doing this roll. And I don't want to go too fast. And they said you want to turn, but like pulling up can waste a lot of energy too. So they're always talking about, well, try to be graceful. I haven't found any grace in any of this at all yet. Up, up, up. And now I'm overspeeding again. So I have to pull back on the throttle, put on maneuvering flaps.
Over G, 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 over G.
No, I've lost them. So, and they said that's what you don't want to do. Yeah, now they've gotten behind me. One just overflew me. He's going underneath me, and they turn so wickedly fast.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
There's one up there. But we're bleeding off too much energy. Now we're going to stall again.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
They get my engines?
Minimum speed. Pull up.
I think they got me. I had no control there at the end. That shot finally did enough damage, I guess. Right, as long as there's enough distance, I can try to get out of the deadly dive.
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
Starting to get into the deadly dive now. too much. Just trying to do a dang turn. You're supposed to, you know, they do want you to go nose down to build up speed, but you got to keep a real tight grip on it, because as soon as you start nosing down, if your engines are yeah. He's at 2-2. I'm in a better position, but he's heading towards me. But I'm in a better position because I'm at the 6. All right, so now he's turned. I've lost almost all my energy. I'm just trying to roll it over.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Yeah,
Minimum speed.
you don't want to be going that slow. Behind me.
EOS failure.
Yeah. So dead again. As you can see, my friends, all the classes in the world at the moment, they really aren't. I mean, shit. As you can see, it's a mess. I'm a mess, man. And captains, not being very Skydude today. Alright, so what happened to my up and over? Now, when I'm trying to just tilt my head up and look up into this quadrant, being really touchy. I don't know why. So, you know, when I getting it to now turn and look up into that quadrant, being a pain in the butt.
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
Okay, so I'm going to try to put the nose down a tiny bit. Look up, dang you. Nope. Too fast again. Yeah, if you can't see them, this, you know, they're like, well, you've got to have good situational awareness. I know, I get it, but it is so difficult.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Just sad. Really, it is. I don't know how people even survived in the past. I don't even get it. They didn't even have simulators. All the guys that went to war in World War I and World War II, and, you know, how did anybody even survive? Think about all the planes we had to create just to deal with this. It's insane.
Ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
All right, head on, turn.
Fuel 1500.
There's one. All right. So they're coming at me, so we're going to end up circling each other again. So there's the other one to worry about. So now they talk about the rate of turn and the turn radius and how to try to deny the person that you're trying to avoid, how to deny them getting into your bubble, and you want to get into their bubble, but you can't let them into your bubble. So that worked out, but I have no idea where the other guy's at the moment. We don't want to overshoot, so I can see we're really moving on him. And we're turning, he's denying us the turn. We don't want to slow down too much in the turn. We don't want to, they said, don't push it, don't think us, they say, don't get greedy. They said, let geometry work and just maintain your slight roll and just keep doing, you know, don't pull unless you have to. It's because eventually you'll catch him. It depends on how you're following him now. Am I lagging? I'm definitely trying to lag so that he gains a little bit more distance on me. But I don't want to lose him. We're about 2-1. So we're pretty stable here. I'm still gaining. So I have to try to lag some more. It's up. He's closed the distance. Still no idea where the other guy's at. Yeah. It said you usually don't want to shoot on underneath us. They said you usually don't want to shoot towards the ground because they talk about how the infrared air-to-air, it gets confused with the ground. It's better to shoot up into the sky where it has less to think about. So that they said that would be not the best angle to shoot from. Finally found the other guy. Kind of in the same area. Here. I need a scissors. I'll try to get behind him. Oh. Okay, both right there off to the side. Fast. Gonna overshoot. And we're doing like split, what do they call them? I don't know, we're seesawing. Term now, I forgot it. We're just kind of scissoring, that's what they call it, scissoring. That's what this guy and I are doing. We're just both going back and forth, fighting for position. I'm going to try to go up, actually. But now I've lost so much energy just trying to make a climb. Try to lag him. He goes underneath me again. Scissor back the other direction. Trying to still climb. So he's getting better position now. Oh man, now I made a mistake and he slowed down enough and got behind me. They're both behind me now, so now I'm scissoring for my life. In front of me.
MLWS failure. ECM failure.
Well,
Hydraulics failure.
at least there was a little bit of survival there, although I didn't succeed. You know, there's some learning that's happening somewhere. That's probably the longest I've managed to stay alive against both of them at the same time, and actually got to put some of that stuff into practice. We were both slowing down. We were both jockeying for position. In almost every case, I'm doing the lag follow. I'm trying to, but they get me bleeding up. That's another thing too that I'm screwing up with. They're getting me to bleed off a lot of energy coming after them in those turns like that. And I've got to remember what the guy said. He's like, you in a lag, you're supposed to be very relaxed or make it graceful. You're not supposed to be pulling so hard, and you're supposed to make much wider turns. I don't know. The physics of it, the way they do it, they make it look so elegant, and it all makes sense. And then when I try to do it right at the moment, they're getting right behind me.
Ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
One 914. Okay. Can't catch this guy. Now I'm trying to lead this guy, actually. I probably shouldn't. Now I'm pulling, and I probably shouldn't do there. So I'm supposed to try to get him into the funnel. Try to drop the nose down a little bit, build up a little bit of speed. But I don't want to overshoot him too much. Come on, we got that other guy to worry about now. There he is out in front of us. Good. At least we know where he is for a second. Let him go a little bit. Lag. Come on.
EOS MLWS failure. ECM failure. ACS failure.
Yeah. Again, they're like, you need to kill them as quick as possible, man, or you will open up yourself for another attacker. Absolutely. If you can get lucky on the first pass and at least do some damage to one of them, or at least eliminate one of them and get lucky on that first pass, you're in such good shape at that point.
8 kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
Oh, head-on collision. Well, like I said, it helps you if you can really take one out in the opening round. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
8 kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you.
Oh yeah, we know.
R-60M
We know now.
73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
Behind me.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Okay. More speed again. We're done. So all I can think to do, since I can't see them at the moment, I know that they're out there. I'm just scissoring.
Pull up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pull up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pull up.
Ah, doomed.
Pull up.
Doomed. Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how, the lives lost because in the past they didn't have simulators to go in there and practice over and over and over and over and over again and die a million times to get it through their thick heads. I just think about all the planes that had to be made just for that. And so you see these World War II scenes and there's just the whole sky is filled with planes and, sad listening to all the old men talk about in the flying squadrons, everybody just in war in general, just
8 kilometers,
losing their mates.
2A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
So got one. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about one so much. Okay, try not to tip over and kill yourself this time. Get into a comfortable roll. There he is. Come on, out of it, get out of it, get out of it. I don't see him. There he is. Okay, 5 miles. We want to close the distance. So in closing distance, you definitely want to keep your nose down. Don't know what direction he's going at the moment. 5-6, 5-5. But I'm building up energy now, so I'm trying not to point at him. I'm just trying to build up speed. Because I'm going to have to point my nose up. Here. Come on. Up, 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 up. Oh, shut up. Okay, so we're supposed to be in a good spot, coming up on him like that. Okay, we're holding our position. Leading. Down. Don't want to overshoot. Because now we're in the control zone, right? In his bubble. And he can't turn at this point. I mean, he can turn, but he can't get a shot on me. At this aspect. Okay, now we're starting to lose speed, so let me drop behind a little bit. Dip a little bit. Okay, we're gonna overshoot, so let me slow down. And the lag. Uh-oh.
Hydraulics failure.
Dang it.
Hydraulics.
Flares, flares, flares.
Hydraulics failure.
You got me.
Hydraulics failure. Hydraulics failure. Hydraulics.
It goes good until it doesn't. So defensive flying, dropping your flares, trying to scissor. So, you know, I'm at least trying to put those things into practice. So, trying. I'm trying, Professor. I'm trying, Captain. What time is it? We're near the top of the hour here. You're watching Kinia's the Skydude. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, somewhat mannered, Tuthill was possessed to become the Skydude. Episode number 128, Rookie Woes. Whoa, man. This dogfighting stuff is hard, man. It will be nice to start having muscle memory for all of this. You know, practice. The other stuff I can figure out. But when you're dealing with human opponents, right, the difficulty level is going to go through the roof. So I've got to get a grip on the dogfighting. One, not only to be able to take on Henning and Hans or fight with them, you know, as a team, which is going to be a lot of fun. Flying with wingmen and trying to be a proper wingman, to know how to stay in formation, to be able to listen to your leader and be where you need him to be, and you to be able to do what you need to do. That is going to be a lot of fun. So again, wanting to at least be competent with all of this, let me hit Alt C here and pop out for a minute. Alt Tab. Let's do Alt Tab. Alt Tab. Alt Tab. Okay. So let me put this into be right back. We're just gonna do a smoke break and a coffee drink break and a stretch break and listen to a song. So and then we'll be back at it. But I need to, I need to just shake it off for a minute. What happened to my be right back? I blew out my be right back. That's par for the course for the day. Hey! I need to fix that. Look how big that is. It cut your name off. I'll see about that on the break here. Let's play our song of the day, Brad Sucks the Motivation, and I'll be right back. Nope, go back.
Waiting for some kind of sign, some kind of indication I was wasting my time. I got myself up out the basement, faked it long enough to say I made it. I was patient, I put up a fight. I kept saying to myself, oh, the future is bright. I confronted everything that I was faced with, put it off another day. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite seem to open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. Went under the knife. I tried to straighten up. I even took your advice. I honestly and humbly engaged in slow and steady rehabilitation. I hesitated, what a surprise, and then I think it kinda took my eye off the prize, spending all the time I should have wasted. If I'm gonna throw it all away, I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite seem to open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. Come a long way just to leave all of this
Brad sucks the motivation. We are on a smoke break and a coffee break and a stretch break and a fix my darn screens break. And you are watching episode 128 of Kidding Us, the Skydude. After being bitten by a radioactive bird, somewhat mannered, Tuthill was possessed to become Skydude. And now my friends have got me into the combat. If you've watched me up to this point, you know that it's mostly just been training for the first year, flying around Colorado, learning how to do a career, making $9 million traveling all over the United States, doing our first major cross countries, and going to Germany, visiting Europe for the first time. And now my crazy friends want me to learn how to fight and do DCS World, and this of course will translate over into War Thunder if we end up moving over to there. But I don't know that I'm necessarily into the whole, I mean, War Thunder seems to be the full package. You've got your ground combat, and you've got all kinds of different types of combat, plus your air combat. So either way, and who knows, maybe another miracle will happen at some point, and smarter, in my opinion, only, braver people will win the day over at Microsoft and Asobo, and they'll say, I don't know why, what we were thinking. Yes, please, enjoy combat with the Microsoft Flight Simulator base, and yes, please, that's what I want. That's what I want so bad. Thank you to Eli. Thank you so much, Eli. Every subscriber helps big time. Thank you. Okay, all right, are we shaking it off enough? Are we ready to jump back in the arena? It's scary, sir. It's scary. DCS World is hard. This stuff is hard, and you definitely have to go to school at this stuff, or there's no hope. Give it up. Just give it up. Anybody that's even tried to learn some academic things to apply to DCS World, if they've even got a slight advantage like that, you're doomed. You'll never be able to enjoy DCS World unless you're absolutely, you are absolutely flying against people who've never played before. But I think if people persist, and you're playing somebody that has stuck to it after being so frustrated as a newbie to be able to survive it at all, requires that you crack down and get all academic about it. And at that point, yeah. So where am I going with that? That you really got to do your homework. And I'm trying to apply everything that I'm learning in the homework. And it's so dang hard, folks. All right. Uh-oh.
8 kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down.
Now, if you
Escape and then select Briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Now, sometimes you can get lucky
1500.
and get a shot or two on those guys going by. Okay, so now they talk about the turn. Now, I don't know if this is a 1 turn or a 2 turn because we have 2 opponents, and they're both circling around to our aft starboard side. And so I would think this would be like a 1 turn because they're going that way, I'm going this way. We're trying to create one big circle. The first big circle. And there they are, and we're here we are. Here we go, coming into the circle. I'm supposed to learn to let geometry do its thing and not pull too hard in turns. And that lift, and that in turns, unless you're inverted, you have to have enough power to make the turn. Yeah, I'm trying not to pull, just trying to keep a circle going and keep speed up. Uh-oh, we are starting to get a little too much shake going on. Okay, so there he is in our upper quadrant. Boy, he turns so good. Yeah, one of them got behind me. Aura's hitting us from below. Yeah, we're done. All you can do at that point is control E, E, E. And they win this one. Oh, boy. So expect a lot of this, unless you just discover, look, if you discover this is easy, consider yourself just blessed. Blessed. You were meant to be a dog fighter. You've got something in you, and you should feel really good about that. Because to me, this is incredibly, incredibly hard. And so, yeah, I tip my, where's my mug? I raise my mug to those of you that have gone through DCS World. And this stuff it's just so easy. You can beat this every single time and with no problem. Then you're something special.
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
Yeah, I'm speeding up too much. And the death dive. (850 kilometers per hour). So that was a really, really bad rookie first pass. Both behind me. So scissoring, deploying countermeasures. Yeah. Behind me. Lucky on that.
Pull up. Pull up.
Nope.
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
So I'm trying to cross his path, right? And then lag, follow. Try to turn and come up behind him. Be in the 6 o'clock position, which is nice. Overshot. Okay, there he is coming around again. Cutting this path. Scissoring. Don't know where the other guy's at. Full power. Can I get the nose up? Trying to lag follow again. A down angle shot, they said, is not good because it confuses the IR. You don't want to overshoot, cutting his path. Other guy got behind me. So there was a gentleman in one of the World War II documentaries I watched this weekend about the Navy aviators in World War II. And it was like a Band of Brothers production where it was just from the perspective. It was from all the guys. They were all telling the story of their adventures, going to Guadalcanal and every place else they went. And I just remember one old fella saying he had to abandon his plane, and he was at that moment really blissful. One, he survived, and two, he said it was just so beautiful. It was so peaceful. The clouds were beautiful. The sky was beautiful. Everything was beautiful. The water was beautiful, right? So if I got the right story, then he hit the water, and then he had to paddle for like 3 days to get to an island. And then they told him, well, you've got to go all the way to the other side of this island and then cross some water and go to the next island. And at the next island is where you can find some natives who deal with one of your Navy watch guys, and he can get a message to your people. So then he had to haul his little raft and whatever across an island, and he talks about going up and down and up and down and up and down, and that was another 3 days or something like that. And then he had to cross the water and get to the other place, and finally did get a message. That guy ended up surviving, I think, he survived the entire war after all the different places that they went. So, some people are blessed. Yeah, and that's what else he said. At the end of the day, he said everything just went right. Everything was right. The way he landed, the way, it doesn't matter how long it took him to row and do all those different things. He's like, just everything came out right. That was pretty darn cool. Always keeping a positive attitude, you know what I mean? Wow. Wow. I think about those guys when I'm doing this. I'm like, you would have never been able to count on me. Look at how bad I suck at this.
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
Fuel 1500.
So I see them, and I'm just trying to scissor them again. Very hard to keep track of, but... the lead... probably turning back that way. Scissoring back this way.
Hydraulics failure. Hydraulics failure. Hydraulics failure.
Brutal. Brutal. I can't build up enough. Well, I haven't tried it enough. But one of the things I've thought to try to do is, you're coming head on.
Ahead are two
So
A-10s coming directly.
dive.
Use your R-60M and R-73 missiles to shoot.
Put some speed.
Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful
Fuel
key commands.
1500.
That didn't work at all. See, now in this dive, what I wanted to do is I wanted to pull up and try to do a reverse barrel roll kind of thing. And that just took me straight into a dive, and then they got me. So in my head, I have this plan at flying in at them and being able to do an inverted, a roll where you go up and you flip and you're going the other direction and chase them back down to the ground. And the physics of it, I have not been able to pull off. For example, okay, I'm trying to build up some speed.
Directly at you. Use your R60M and R73 missiles to shoot
Now,
them down.
I'm trying to just pull straight up, and I just can't get my nose up.
1500.
I can't make her do a flip. She does not want to. All right. Now, turn.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Yeah, she's just not.
Minimum
I can't make this thing just flip over.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Lose too much energy. Anyway, I've not figured that maneuver out yet. Relax, will you?
Eight kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you. Use your R60M and R73 missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
There's something like that. We're already back.
Fuel 1500.
Underneath me. Not who my target was. I wanted this other fella. And I lost him. Probably both behind me again. Yep. And they have the power to climb and shoot a missile right up your butt. Where are you, you dirty dogs? It was right there.
Pull up. 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 Pull.
Damn. Well, I would give myself a C on that one. It wasn't pretty, but trying to concentrate on the lesson, the schooling on evasion and doing circles and trying to keep building or shedding power. So I am trying to employ all that stuff. I know I'm not really talking myself through it and letting you hear what I'm thinking. I should probably be doing a little bit more of that, but it sounds stupid in my head, so Right. Henning says in the chat room, when you're spinning, rudder and aileron against the spinning direction and push it a little until you can pull out easily. Yeah. When possible. Try. Definitely try. I think some of these damn darn dives are so impossible to get out of. And if you've got to be really fast on getting your flaps, your maneuvering flaps, and your brake. But dogfighter pilots will tell you the last thing in the world you ever want to do is hit the speed brake. Like, don't do it. Keep your hand off of it. If you have to use it, you're doing something wrong. So every time I have to hit it, I just feel like crap. Where are we at? 37 minutes after the hour. You're watching Kineas the Skydude, episode 128. Rookie woes. Whoa, man. Whoa. Both kind of woes. Oh. Woes. I suck. Woes. And then the whoa. Definitely some moments of both for sure on today's show. I need some more motivation. I'm gonna pause there. That was enough rounds for a minute. Need to clear my head, think about what just took place there, process a little bit. So let me hit Alt-C in here, or Alt-Tab. Oh, I wish they would do a quality of life adjustment with DCS World, so you don't have the way it interacts with other windows. You can't just pop out of it. It's either in there or it isn't. And if it isn't in the window, I'm trying to show you what I mean here. There's an option in here to constrain the cursor into the game window, right? So if you want to get out of it at that point, let me make sure you're seeing that. Okay. Yeah, over here. Okay, cursor confined to game window. So then when you try to get out of it, you can't. You have to Alt-Tab, okay? But now here's the other problem with that. Let's go ahead and apply that. So now I can get my mouse out of the window and go and click other things like that, right? But if I don't bring my mouse into DCS World and make sure that the mouse is over the game window and have probably clicked in the game window, then sometimes you'll get your joystick will work, but then you go to press anything on your keyboard and it doesn't work, and you got to try to hurry up and get your mouse back into place. So pros and cons to both of that. Today's song, Brad Sucks, The Motivation. This is from his live stream, January 25th, 2024.
I was wasting my time. I got myself about the basement, faked it long enough to say I made it. I was patient, I put up a fight. I kept saying to myself, oh, the future is bright. I confronted everything that I was faced with, put it off another day. I don't know why I don't start, but I can't quite see no open up the communication. I wanna try so hard, but I can't find anything to give me the motivation. I took medication, went under the knife. I tried to straighten up, I even took your advice. I honestly and humbly engaged. just to leave all of this behind. Before you're gone and done, it only gets harder to decide. Before you're gone, why don't you try living your best life? You're only looking the other way, 'cause the future's still too
Yeah. Everything that Brad and Ben do is absolutely amazing. This is Fun Guy. Oh, that was Fun Guy. This was the live show just the other day.
Nice.
Just the other night. Yeah, very nicely done.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Coffee Breath Man, for the $5.
Love that.
He puts on great shows. I'm reloading DCS World.
If you super chat, it shows up down here. Sometimes. I have a feeling it doesn't work all the time, but if it works. Great but fail. Magical time. Motherfucker.
Oh.
Everybody talk amongst I'm gonna need some proof. The music was fun. Again. It's like Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good tune, but we are reloaded into DCS World. We were. Where are you? All right, we're back up and running. Okay, good afternoon or evening, morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny's here, episode 128. Skydude, Rookie Woes, the Dogfighting, Lieutenant, Sergeant, General, Admiral, the Dogfighting. I am not born for this. If I keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, then there's some hope, you know. But as far as being unnatural to any of this, senior officers? No. So I've watched and I will continue to watch your lessons on dogfighting and BFM, and try to apply everything as I'm working through this. And each time it restarts, I am thinking about everything that you say, trying to put it all into practice. There's moments where, yeah, I'm surviving, but, I'm still not winning a lot. I'd like to have one win on this live stream today, and I'll be happy. If not, it happened off of camera, so at least I do know that I can do this, and that felt really good. I've actually done it a couple of times, but so far today has been pretty much. Thank you to Eli for being the latest subscriber. Please like and subscribe. I could use lots of help. I could use help. I need the help. Well, you can see. Oh, I can't wait till I get another computer. That's going to be a while still. I want to wait until Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comes out. And I really want to know what's working good. What is the optimal system for something like that? And I'm sure it'll be just fine for this. But one of the
Kilometers ahead are two A-10s coming directly at you.
one of the downsides to having the head tracker with
missiles to shoot them down. Press escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
the head tracker app, it
Fuel 1500.
the head tracker app that I'm using, I didn't purchase it. I'm using the free version. And so you get like 15 minutes and you gotta hit restart again. So if it looks like my camera freezes, that's what's going on. Now I'm diving. Now I've lost control again in this dive. 700 kilometers per hour. Can't get out of it. Can't break the dive. All the way back on the throttle. Maneuvering. And we got hit. So yeah, already right off the bat, dead. If you're just tuning in, the thought of the day for me has been feeling so sorry for people of the past that didn't have simulators to die 1,000 times in
Coming directly at
before having to go up and do it for real.
73 missiles to shoot them down. Escape and then select briefing to view a list of useful key commands.
And just feeling horrible for them, and then also in absolute awe of the men and or women that actually had
Fuel 1500.
that were actually successful, that became aces. The people that were born to it, they were born to be aces, and just the amount of skill those people must have had, and to be able to do it again, they didn't have simulators back then. And they still managed to come out on top. Amazing people. That one got behind me. They are good working as a team, that's for sure. You don't take out one fast enough, they will get you. One's behind me. Yeah, that one's behind me. Trying to lag. Oh, either that's the same guy or it's not. Okay. Lag follow. Lost him. Time for the call. One moment. Behind me.
Pull up. Pull up.
Over G, over G, over G, over G, over.
I'm trying to get it to, when I turn my head, it keeps like going to the wing, and I want it to go up. I want to look up in that way, and let's see if I can fix that real quick. So let me go to my open track, because that area right there on both sides is causing me problems. So what is that? That's I have no idea. Why? Turn my head this way. Yeah. Bitch.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
More like that.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Surprised they haven't killed me while I was messing with that. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
Dang you. You. Sorry, folks. Man. There's one.
Fuel 800.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Now it's bouncing my head up too high. Okay, we got one. Is the guy? So.
Nice flying. Both aircraft have been destroyed. Press escape to end the mission.
All right, calm down. I did it. So I managed to beat them both once on this live stream. What is it with this curve here? It's raising my head. If I just barely.
Minimum speed. Minimum speed. Minimum speed.
And I don't
Minimum
want it to.
speed. Minimum speed.
All right, so at least we did it once, right? And the sun is shining. So I think I'm going to take that win and pack it in. It's 3:04 in the afternoon. Yeah. So we got a good couple hours of practicing commanders. So
Pull up. Pull up.
uh-oh. There we go. Start as we finish as we started. So thank you for tuning in for this episode. So 128 of Skydude rookie woes, and I think I'm going to be having some woes for a while. But as you see, it can be done. I have done it. I can do it. It's just going to require a lot more practice. I think this is every day getting a little bit better every day. Considering how I first started and the first time I tried doing these dog fights and doing them on the live streams, the last few live streams, pretty pathetic. Not that today was much better, but I survived a lot longer trying to apply all the stuff you guys talk about, the circling, one circle, two circle. So I tried both of those today, turning this way, turning that way. Trying to keep my energy, trying to learn how to avoid the death dive, how to get out of the death dive, how to lag follow, and how to keep them out of our bubble as long as we can. It's been very difficult with two. If you're lucky on that first pass and you can damage one of them or kill one of them right off the bat, makes things so much easier. You just have to concentrate on that one guy and get to apply everything. Now, if there's a way to set it up, I should just check that. Well, I'll check it later and try it tomorrow maybe. If there's a way to set up a custom dogfight to where it's just going to be I can do practice just one-on-one. Then I'll see about something like that. All right, folks. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Probably for either more Rookie Woes or we're going to pop back into Microsoft Flight Simulator and do some NEOFLY stuff. We haven't made any money this week. So, and last I checked, we were somewhere near Ukraine. So, haven't been there. We haven't gone into that territory. We'll see. I will see you tomorrow. You have a great night.